land is your land. This land is my land.
Are you going to follow on? Yeah.
My name is Nahid Ashby. I'm a long-term tenant at Silchester Estate. And I would like to make the following points about the proposed regeneration of our estate. First of all, considering that regeneration is rebirth or renewal of something that has been lost or destroyed, is it ethical to destroy something that is very much alive, growing and thriving in order to create something completely different? This borough is geographically one of the smallest in London, at just over 4.7 square miles. Yet it is one of the most densely populated areas in Europe. How many more people do you want to bring to this limited space? And how would you propose to provide services for all these people? Things like nurseries, primary schools, doctors. The London Plan Density Matrix suggests 200 to 450 habitable rooms per hectare. You have just finished building 388 habitable rooms on Silchester Garage's site that covers 3,336 square meters, which is a mere 0.33 hectare. Even with the higher density of up to 700, this still exceeds the limit. We expect you not to do the same with the rest of Silchester, or we will all be living like sardines in excellently designed tins. Is this how you propose to create the conservation areas of the future? Surely you must know that this kind of town cramming leads to such undesirable outcomes as the omission or loss of urban open space, localized congestion, excessive noise, and the general loss of amenities such as light, sunshine, and the view of the sky, all of which are important to human life and well-being. We are already experiencing the increased congestion and noise produced by the newly occupied More West development. Most of Silchester Estate is in the shadow of the Westway, which generates high pollution both in terms of noise and toxic nitrogen oxide. And we are surrounded by extremely busy main roads. We are seriously concerned about the loss of mature trees on the estate, which provide us with protection against the pollution from the Westway. And we are concerned that our open spaces and gardens with their trees, wildlife and bird population are threatened by this regeneration. Demolishing the whole estate would no doubt include destroying the open spaces and trees. This would not only result in environmental disaster, it would result in human tragedy in terms of health, quality of life and life expectancy. Air pollution causes over 50,000 early deaths a year. What good is it to have beautifully designed and modern homes to live in if we all get sick and die prematurely? We would like you to consider all of this if and when you decide to redevelop our estate. And contrary to how we have been depicted, we are not ghetto people, and our estate is not a ghetto. We have a diverse, thriving community of people with different levels of education, different incomes and different cultures. And our homes may be a little dated, but they are far from being slums. We understand the need for more housing, but argue that these could be built without having to destroy perfectly serviceable buildings and thriving communities. The shortage of land in Kensington is nothing new. This has been the case for decades. This land that you call brownfield is where our homes are built on, and should not be treated as surplus lands listed in Savills' Doomsday Book. Please do not look upon this land simply as a building plot without taking into account the human element that is the most important issue here. Finally, and in closing, we want the Council to be upfront and transparent, whatever the outcome of this meeting and in general. We may not be wealthy, but we are civilized, intelligent and respectable taxpayers, and it is our democratic and human right to be actively involved in and have a vote on any decision that has an effect on us, our homes and our futures. Thank you for listening.
This land is your land.